Hi guys, and welcome back to class. Today, I want you guys to go back and look at your response from Focusing Question Task 1 and respond to the following question. Would your character from A Midsummer Night's Dream agree or disagree with Fisher's argument about romantic love as an addiction? Find one piece of evidence from the play that supports your answer. To start this lesson, our focusing question is, what defines the experience of love? And our content framing question is, in Lesson 16, the still stage, what are the central messages of In the Brain romantic love is basically an addiction? And remember, we've been talking about this, this question or this content framing question for 2 lessons. In this lesson, you guys will engage in your own explanation and evaluation of Helen Fisher's argument, and you're going to complete your second focusing question task for this module. I will have the focusing question task for you all inside of Schoology, and it reads as follows. Over the last 4 lessons, you have read and analyzed Helen Fisher's In the Brain romantic love is basically an addiction. To write strong arguments, it is important to understand and evaluate the arguments of others. The purpose of this task is for you to summarize and evaluate Helen Fisher's reasoning in the article, In the Brain romantic love is basically an addiction. So this is very important that you're summarizing and analyzing and evaluating what her claim is in this article. The introduction reads, in A Midsummer Night's Dream, love causes havoc in the lives of the Athenians and mischief in the realm of fairies. But how does love actually affect our bodies, and how should we think of this universal emotion? Helen Fisher argues for a definition that defines love as a positive addiction, that it is substance or activity that activates reward pathways in the brain. Is this an argument that you can take seriously? And this is your opinion, guys. You're going to be writing for an audience that has read the article. Write 2 paragraphs focused on Helen Fisher's argument about love. In the first paragraph, explain Fisher's claim and summarize the organization and structure of her argument. And in the second paragraph, evaluate Fisher's reasoning, explaining whether the evidence she presents supports her claim. You're using the text as your evidence, and in order to be successful on this task, you must identify Helen Fisher's central claim, summarize her main points, outline the basic structure of the argument, evaluate the author's reasoning by explaining whether the evidence supports and develops the claim, form and use verbs in the conditional verb mood, and avoid inappropriate shifts in verb moods. I will have a copy of that uploaded inside of Schoology for you guys as well, but I have gone over the instructions inside of Schoology, or inside of this video. Now moving on to handout 16A. In order to be successful on this focusing question task, I want you guys to start collecting your evidence before you read. So first, I want you to write before you write, I want you to write Helen Fisher's central claim is. So you're going to write her central claim here. You're going to write her pieces of evidence and whether you believe the evidence connects to the claim, and then elaborate on her evidence. This is going to help you structure your paper properly. Please make sure that you utilize this evidence collection handout before you start your focusing question task so you can make sure that you are doing it correctly. Now we're going to go ahead and complete our focusing question task 2, Assessment 16A. Once you guys have finished your focusing question task, I want you guys to look back at the Arnolfini portrait, and I want you to consider the subject, the setting, and the figures in the painting. What is the essential meaning of the Arnolfini portrait in relationship to what defines the experience of love? To end today's lesson and our content framing question in our distill stage, What are the central messages in the brain? Romantic love is basically an addiction. What part of Helen Fisher's argument is most illuminating or showing you in your development of your understanding of what defines the experience of love? For tonight's homework, I want you guys to review your notes and analyze what defines the experience of love and continue in your fluency homework. Now moving on to our styling conventions. In our craft stage, it says in our execute, how do I use the conditional verb mood and focusing question task 2? What are some ways that we can use the conditional verb mood? Remember, the conditional verb mood lets writers express uncertainty in their reasoning, since their reasoning is dependent upon their analysis of facts and data. I want you to look at the last paragraph of In the Brain, Romantic Love is Basically an Addiction, and I want you to reread the paragraph and work. You can work with someone at home, or you can come into office hours and I'll help you to write a sentence that uses the conditional verb mood to restate the main idea of the paragraph. Is the original ending or the ending in the conditional verb mood more effective? Review your focusing question task and rewrite at least one sentence that you've written in your focusing question task 2 in the conditional verb mood to demonstrate your understanding of Helen Fisher's argument or to evaluate her argument. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Once again, office hours are 11:22 to 12:06 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday, if you need any help with any of these assignments. I'll see you soon. Bye.